Hey everybody. Hope we got a good signal here. Let's see how we're doing. We've got a job here. We're in Cerro Vista, and I think it's a place that we've been before. It's not a redo. Bees are in a new location in a brick wall. But I don't remember this job. I'm sure I was on it. I just don't recall. Oh hey, all right, good. Good. Welcome, welcome. I'm just starting a little early today. It's Monday morning, and it's a beautiful day. It's warming up. We do have the cooling vests. We probably could get away with not using them right now, but you know, we just we have to treat the heat like we treat the bees in terms of prevention, PPE. Uh, it's a thing. It's a thing. Honestly, the heat's worse than the bees. You get used to the bees. The heat, it just wears on you after a while. And we want to be really careful this year. Although so far this year has not been as busy as last year, we want to be careful this year not to get dehydrated. Both Reed and I quit coffee after last year. It's just one more thing to add to the dehydration and stuff. I'm here with Lois Lane. Say good morning, Lois.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing this beautiful Monday?
We're live on not Facebook, YouTube for now.
Hi, YouTube people. The ones who are the well-behaved ones.
Oh yeah,
right?
they're the good kids.
Yeah, the good
on
kids.
YouTube.
Yeah, we like YouTube.
The intelligent people. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for being with us, everybody. We'll get started in a bit. Reed's talking with the owner here, and I just thought I'd go ahead and get us started. So, how's everybody doing? Hello, Neil Price. Good morning. We are in the process of sending out the honey jars for our queen members. I printed up all the labels on Friday, so those will be shipping out this week. And yep, free jar of honey for all our queen members, subscribers who have joined the channel. Still waiting for people to pile in. We're not live on TikTok yet. We want to give that a minute because
it's Monday morning and I'm not
it's
ready
Monday
yet.
morning. We're not ready for TikTok yet. Poor TikTok. TikTok is like ADHD central, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just a mixed bag of stuff.
Yeah, it is a mixed bag. We have some good fans over there. We do.
Yeah, we totally do.
But I feel like the gang on YouTube, they're the ones that, they read books and stuff. You know what I mean? They watch long form content. TikTok is just like, it's just Ritalin central over there. Did I make a video 3 days ago? You know what? We did. Thank you, Fly on a Wall. Yeah, I've got a capture that I have started editing, and we probably will put that up as a premiere this week. Maybe we'll put it out on Friday. I should be done with it by then. I want to leave as much in as possible, but there is some superfluous material that, can be removed. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and we'll put it up along with the 360. We did capture that job in 360. So it'll be up soon.
You know what I think too, Hosh? People on TikTok just hurt our feelings more.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, and we're so sensitive.
We're very sensitive.
Yes, they hurt us. They
do.
hurt us over there. But
we
have more followers on TikTok than on all the other platforms.
Yeah.
However, I'm not sure how many of those people even see our videos.
They're like miscreants.
Well, and I think it's a lot of bots and stuff over
bots.
there.
Yeah, we gotta deal
I'm
with
not sure
bots.
they're actual numbers.
No, that's true.
But
that's true. I forget about the bots.
It's a lot of bees. You'll see. I don't want to give it away or spoil it in any way, but you'll see what it is. Yeah, it was an interesting hive. It was tricky because of all the electrical work, but we'll get into that.
It was an interesting hive.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're rolling around.
Reed, yeah. I gotta tell you. So we're live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Because why not?
Well, true.
Yeah.
Is anybody else?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're on there.
I feel so
We got
alone.
33 now.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Oh,
We're
good.
having an intimate session.
It's an
with,
intimate session.
with the well-behaved children in the classroom.
Before the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before, as I call them, the miscreants come in.
Right.
And some of them are bots.
Yes. I mean,
Bots, robots, and miscreants.
Yeah.
bots, robot. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Is that a children's book?
It's coming. I don't know yet.
Yeah, bots,
Whatever it
miscreants,
is.
and
Bots and
thou.
miscreants. Yes.
And thou.
Oh, and thou. Yeah.
Well, Killer Bee Nation, good morning.
Yeah,
They get a
there's
Monday
enemies.
morning ride in the old
Oh yeah.
truck.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
you guys
two
were
both-
having a therapy session, or what the hell? was
Yeah,
going on
you
here?
could call it that.
Yeah, we
You could
needed
call
it.
it that.
Well, given
I
you guys,
needed
what the
it.
hell else would I
I
call
needed
it?
it. I needed it.
We're on the channel
I
where they
needed
don't
them.
hurt our feelings as much, Reed. So.
That's what it is. That's like
Oh
there's
my
less.
God.
There's-
Oh Jesus.
You know, I don't remember this job. I'm not surprised.
Well, you will when we get back there.
Yeah, it's not the one I had in mind.
Oh, really?
It's
Well, it's
not
been
the
3
one I-
years, guys. I don't know if you told them all about what's going on. Been 3 years since we were here, and this guy that I was talking to out there, Jason, he got stung up pretty bad last time, and I mean, fell down running to the door and all that. It's been 3 years
wow.
ago, and so the bees, they're in. This is why we're live streaming this and going to show everybody what a pain in the ass these block walls are. They're in a block wall that separates the yard from the alley. And it's a concrete block, 3-hole block, and the mortar's falling on, it's cracked and all this other shit. As soon as host sees it, you know, oh God, the eyes will be rolling and whatnot. But we have some new, in the last 3 years, we have some new residual pesticides and stuff we can use. But they've gotten pissy again and stung him again. And his mother-in-law, who we were just talking to, said she got in her hair, and of course she hates that noise. You know, the little bastards. But we wanted to bring you along to show you why I hate these walls, basically. Oh, great, that dog. I think it's far enough away because it's on the other end of this shit. Well, we're gonna, do you guys remember this alley? I mean, show everybody because it's really overgrown, and that dog is gonna make me nervous as hell, of course.
Well, I just don't like that these dogs never stop.
We might have to back out and go. God, we might have to do some cutting too. All right, now do you remember it, Hosh?
Oh boy, I still don't. But that doesn't, you know, we just.
And look at this, another thing, guys. The mesquite's all in
The
bloom.
mesquite is in bloom, everybody.
The mesquite's in
Yeah,
bloom.
we've got cooling vests. Oh, you're gonna get your
They look fuzzy
your
and they're
AZ
full of
pinstripes
thorns.
today.
Good Christ, we're four-wheeling everybody. What the hell?
So this dog.
Yeah, it makes me nervous, of course. So we're looking at where they're. God bless, huh?
Right.
Now I have no idea where they are. But I think I'm going to back out and go to the neighbors and ask them to put the dog in if we can, right?
Right.
Because I just am worried about the damn dog, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
These are really long blocks. I got to turn off my emergency radio. Hold on. Okay, no, seizure. I'm always listening for like bee stinging incidents and all that. All right, I'm going to try to back out of here so we can go warn. Yeah, fuck it. You know, we're going for a ride, Killer Bee Nation. That's all there is to it. I just,
Where did you say they
you
were?
know, I'm going to take a quick look because I got to see what we're going to do
Right.
here. They were working in this area and got stung. There's a pair of doves right there. A killer lizard. Yeah, I'm walking very gently, guys. Do you see any activity?
Not yet.
No, nothing really. See anything down there, Lois? Well, what in the hell? Don't see any activity. Do you?
No. Hey, let me go back there.
What do you think, Lois? 70 degrees, so they would be
should
active
be.
as hell.
We should be.
The dog is active as hell.
Be very cautious.
See nothing.
Well, you see the foam where
Oh
we
yeah,
did it
yeah.
before.
Wow, this is pretty interesting. Hi, you're such a good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, especially with all I don't see a single beast. Huh.
And that's another interesting thing Hoster's just putting, observing is these are mesquites. These are Mexican desert bird of paradise. They're really, really neat. Look at these flowers. These things are incredible. The seed pods twist until they're so tight they explode and spread the seeds around. But it literally, you found them? It literally sounds like a 22 going off a gun. Uh-oh, you want to go see where
Yep.
we found them? Looks like it's getting in the weeds, huh? How far down? Oh yeah.
You see them?
Yep, I see them. They're, yeah, that's kind of hard to see for you
Yeah.
guys. We're gonna have to get back in there. It's a pain in the ass.
I wonder if we can get in up here.
Boy, what a convoluted, as usual, Killer Bee Nation. Convoluted as hell. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna call Jason and see if he can call the neighbors.
Yeah.
You want to go with Coach?
Yep.
I'm gonna give him a call so that they can maybe get the dog in.
Yeah, because I think we're going to have to cut some of this back.
God.
Yeah, it's a jungle back here.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a jungle. But could you see them down there, Lois?
I could see a couple flying, but the camera wouldn't be able to see them from where I was. Got a whole neighborhood of barking dogs now.
Well, I think that where that post is there. There's a piece of wood bolted to the wall.
I totally feel like we're in a jungle somewhere.
Yeah. Sumatra.
A symphony of dog barking in this neighborhood.
Yeah, the jungle dogs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm just not seeing them. Not now. I saw them before.
Yeah, we do see the propolis, it looks like, but there's no bees right now. We're just observing where we think their front door's probably over there, but we're just watching for activity now.
What do you think about access?
I'm not seeing any activity from here.
Yeah.
Well, we did on the other side.
I know.
We gotta try to get this dog.
Yeah, we gotta get the dog in.
I mean, this is just convoluted as hell.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're gonna have to trim some of this back.
Yeah, are we gonna be able to access it from the other side easier, or?
The other side of the wall?
No, well, that's at the
See,
neighbor.
I'm not seeing any activity on this side of the wall.
Oh, I see one now flying.
Where is it? Right before where the wall changes?
Yeah, it was on the top of the wall now. It flew on top of the wall where that post is. Yeah, we're just gonna have to find it before we start cutting here, people.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, see,
There they are.
Yeah.
There they are. Their doors.
They're
on
like
the top.
up top, right?
Their doors on
yeah,
the top.
that's what I thought as I saw them up top.
Okay. All right. I see it.
The problem is I've learned with these places is just because there's a dog outside doesn't mean anybody's home.
Oh, right.
And, you know, maybe we could take care of Rambo, but no one's going over this fence to do anything with this dog.
I'm not.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that? Yeah.
There's a hole right back here. You can see where that expanding phone is.
Oh, yeah.
It's not super active. Yeah, see?
Oh, yeah.
Deep line right there, and just went in.
Yeah.
All right, I found it.
Yeah, the door's on the top.
Yep, exactly. Yep, doors on the top.
I think we could probably just.
Yeah, we can walk in from here. Yeah.
We don't need to trim it.
No, we don't need to trim it. I'd really like to get that dog off.
I hear you.
It just makes me so damn nervous.
Do we want to drive over there?
Man, I don't know if we have a choice.
Right.
We can't.
I mean, I could walk. There's an alley here. I could walk around. You want me
Well,
to
it'd
do
be
that?
quicker because the front of this house is over there.
The front of this house is down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I can walk
Do you want me
Okay,
to do
well,
it?
we'll get out the gear and
Okay.
start. If you can go knock on the door and see if they can get the dog in, that'd be great. Because it's down here, yeah, it's down at the corner and to the left. That's the house right there. Well, Killer Bee Nation, we've got to do the best we can, of course. For those of you just joining us, I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. Good morning. Another big adventure, yes indeed. Are we live on YouTube and TikTok?
Just YouTube
Just
still.
YouTube, okay.
We'll wait till when Hosh gets back to get
Yeah,
on
we'll
TikTok.
Host is going to go try to ring some bells, get that dog put in. There he goes. Anyway, we just can't risk it, Killer Bee Nation. I mean, even though it's not a super active, we don't know what to expect from them because they're all killer bees. And they're mean as hell. So Lois and I are going to get the gear on. It's already hot out. We're going to get the cooling vests on and stuff. And kind of get ready to go to battle. We don't know what to expect. But welcome you guys. And yes, Fang, good dog, good dog. Oh, for God's sake, it scares that out of me. These bees have already been aggressive. They've already stung Jason, and they got in his mother-in-law's hair, and I believe they stung another guy, but I can't remember the conversation. So we expect them to be bad. We have to. So we're going to get on our gear, and we're not coming along with us, guys. So Killer Bee Nation, we are. It's not as busy as it is in a normal April. but we never know what the hell to expect. Did you want me to grab that while you get your gloves and whatnot? And Lois has to get all dolled up too, of course. How's our reception here, Lois?
I thought it was good.
Oh, okay, good. All right, then we don't need to. We always worry about. Of course, we worry about that. And you want a cooling vest?
Sure.
Yay! I heard it darn right in there. That's what I heard.
Suit.
Yes, you're a good guard dog. You're doing your job. Yes, you are. Okay, I'll get our cooling vest. Yes, you're doing your job. Good. It scares the hell out of me, the dog. I mean,
Yeah.
if we can't get the dog in, we got to make even quicker work of it.
Yeah, that's the thing I was just saying to Hosh. I've learned around here, just because dogs are outside doesn't mean people are home.
Exactly.
I'm not used to that, but that seems kind of the norm here. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, it's great reception.
So we got our cooling vests, of course, and either way, because we're in a populated area.
Here we go. Dog's in.
The dog's in.
Yeah.
We got the dog in.
Yeah.
Glory, hallelujah. Well, that's almost rare. Oh, well, whatever.
My headache went away too.
The what?
My headache went away too.
Yeah, right. Lois is like, oh, the dog's in. My headache went away.
Yeah, they were
simultaneous.
They were harsh and mellow.
Just like simultaneous.
Yep.
I think that one's yours.
Okay.
Love the cooling vests, and they look like bulletproof vests, so that's even better. Right, Killer Bee Nation?
Bulletproof.
So it hasn't been nearly as busy. I did the numbers, and it's less than a third as busy as it was last April. And the April before, last April.
Both of them. Both the last 2 Aprils were really
busy. I mean, like excessively busy. And so that just goes to show we can't predict a damn thing with these things, including behavior. That's what the scary part is. Hive to hive to hive. We just don't know what they're going to do. Usually by the time we get called in, they've already attacked someone. Keep that in mind, no matter what the behavior is that when we get there. All right? Keep that in mind. They've usually, 80% of the time, they've already attacked someone.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we get there. So their behavior, the bees' behavior when we're there, doesn't mean shit. They are aggressive and they can't be trusted is the main thing. So we're going to get all of our
speaking
gear
of behavior, should we let the miscreants in on TikTok yet, Hosh?
Oh, yeah.
We got to get TikTok going here.
Uh-oh, Hosh is going to get TikTok going. Uh-oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to get the gear on. The mesquites, let's show everybody the mesquites here while you get that going. So these are mesquite flowers. And what's kind of baffling is, okay, these are mesquite flowers, and they are edible. They're extremely astringent. I've tried to make mead out of them, like honey wine, because, the honey from the mesquite is so awesome. So astringent. It was like medicinal, I think. Well, I can't really remember. It was mead after all, But this is bees, in our neck of the woods, this is the honeybee's favorite foraging right here, besides your beer and soda cans. Just kidding. But what's really strange is there are no bees on any of these. One of two things. Either there is no nectar flow yet with these, or there's just so damn many of them that hive is super busy. So it would be, in some cases, like if with the cottonwood trees down by the San Pedro River in the early spring when they first bloom. Now, cottonwood trees are huge. They're 100 foot, 150 foot tall. Big trees. I mean, 10-foot diameter trunks and whatnot, and they're all hollow. Many hives down there by the river in those trees. When they're in bloom all at once in the spring, it sounds like an airline engine everywhere you walk along out there. It's not quiet anymore. Nice, peaceful walk along the river, not so much. So it's really odd for us that this is not covered with honeybees. But we never know. We never know what to expect. But the spring has sprung. And a lot of things are coming into bloom, like the Mexican bird of paradise also. These things are absolutely beautiful. I don't know if these are invasive or not. I kind of think they might be.
Yeah.
I don't know, Killer Bee Nation. I really don't know. So we're going to get our suits on and all of our gear and go to war, Killer Bee Nation. Now, last time we were here, you can look up the video on this. We did an educational video. And this gal, Jenny, who lives here, had used it in her class. I think it was grade school or elementary. I really can't remember. This is yours, Lois. And so we, the only lamenting I had to do about it was we had to clean up our language. But we did. So we're trying to do that now. So again, we'll try to educate the hell out of everybody and teach them all about killer bees, which everybody should know about. All right, everybody, because they're everywhere now. I mean, they're in Ontario and Alberta. It's just ridiculous. People, I'm really shocked at how in denial people are about honeybees. Because the truth is simply the truth. Facts are facts. There's no gray area for us. It's invasive or native. There is no, for us, there is no beneficial invasive species. Okay? Yeah, I let that sink in for a minute. There is no beneficial invasive species. I can't think of one, including honeybees. And the Africanized honeybees really brought it to the forefront. You see, before being myopic as humans are, and I'm included, before they started trying to kill us and our animals, we didn't pay any attention to what this invasive species, European honeybees, do to native pollinators. Yeah, they still compete and they still drive them out. An invasive species has never benefited the native environment they've invaded, ever. Oh, look at Lois all dolled
I'm
up.
ready.
My
Let's
goodness
go kill
sake.
some bees.
So I think we're live on TikTok now, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right. And I really want to thank everyone because we just went over 120,000 followers on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
We're at like 204 or 5 on YouTube, on Facebook, and we're almost at 100,000 on YouTube. And on TikTok, we're at about 340 or 50 or something thousand.
Yeah.
So we're at over 750,000. Damn, didn't see that coming when we started doing this. Okay, that's awesome. Well, it's real. Nothing is scripted. The only thing that we know for sure is there's going to be shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
That's about it.
The only thing we know is we want to out crazy the crazies.
Oh, well, we start that way.
That's all we know. We're
don't
here
have
to
any
out crazy the
competition.
crazies.
We want to out the shenanigans. Because it was so much fun, we had to shenan again.
Do it twice.
Yeah, do it twice.
Yep.
Oh, emergency calls. And so, of course, our little favorite song today is "Time to Do Some Sketchy Shit." Doo-dah, doo-dah. Anyway, we honestly are going to make this uneventful. We might go do some bee hunting later on in the week. We'll see how that goes. On YouTube, almost all of the Queen memberships went out. And so expect your honeys, and Mel and Dan, I know you're watching, or you will be shortly. Your mustard went out. They had a special request. So there. And our bee suits are holding up too. Mel and Dan up at the Blue Water Cafe up on the North Shore Lake Superior, they buy us our bee suits. And they even had these patches made so we could wear them. So it's really awesome, actually.
Sweet patches.
Yeah, so I don't know what else is going on. Any other current events or anything? We had this last weekend wasn't too eventful, at least for us. Lois had a pretty good weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Shenaniganing around Bisbee, crawling around and whatnot.
Yeah, with my West End girls.
Yes, indeed. She had friends visiting the asylum.
Yeah.
So, well, there you go. You look.
We welcomed them all into the madhouse, and they became madder.
And they fit right in. They fit right in. Oh my God.
Just add alcohol.
Yeah, right. It's the recipe for all. Add alcohol. Throw gas on that flame. It'll work every time. Oh my God. There's a devil in the bottle, right? Anyway, so Hosh, I think we're going to need a tri-dye for sure, because we want to really put the residual in there. And do we have any new band? I think we do.
Yep.
All right. And I think we hit them with Fendona first. We're going to really put a kibosh on these things. And because, like I said, no matter what their behavior is now, and it took us even a minute to find out where they were. Sometimes it's such a highway from hell, I can see it from 20 feet away. This one, not so much. But they already stung Jace. So they've already been aggressive, and they've stung him and got in his mother-in-law's hair and something else. I can't remember. I think someone else got stung. So we just cannot risk it at all. Have you got your big blues on yet? No.
No, those are mine. I'm just waiting.
Okay. Well, go ahead and put those on.
Okay, I think these.
And Hosh has a pair for moi.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. All right. And so Hosh has got the doctor bag. You got it right and left there? Awesome. Thank you. So back in the saddle, guys.
And I'm sure we're going with foam on this one.
Yeah, let's do the expanding foam thing. So let's see, what other kind of news? What's going on with everybody out in the world? You know, it's funny because no matter what happens in the rest of the world, we live in the Wild West, and it really doesn't. I mean, we read about it and whatnot, but
Takes a long time to get here.
it takes a long time to get here, like 10 years. Kind of like the 60s.
And I just don't read online anymore, you know.
Oh, there you go.
I just read people on the street and books.
Read people on the street.
I read people on the street and
Smart.
I read books.
Smart. And books.
Everything else that's online,
What
fuck it.
are books? I've heard of those.
It means nothing to me.
And I read Booth.
Oh, no,
What?
that's very good. No, I read Booth. Get it? My name. All right, calm down. Good one, Hosh. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Here you go,
We're
Lois.
gonna make that song.
Okay. And have you got a, I'm taking a spray adhesive just in case.
Yeah.
All right, Killer, be nice. Let's go see what we're in. I lost a cap. Wait. Oh, well.
Yep.
Yeah, ooh, they're loose. What in the heck?
Yeah, loose caps.
Loose caps.
Mm-hmm. That was my my geriatric doo-wop band. Loose caps. What?
That was the name of my dental office.
Loose caps.
Loose caps.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back in there and see what the hell's going on. Okay. Now we're fearless that we're in our suits. Oh, now we know we're here. Okay, I take it back. They're aggressive. Look at this.
Ooh, listen to them.
Yep. See these guard bees, guys? Now look at this. How they're bouncing off. Yeah, this is okay. I take it back. We didn't see this much activity when we were looking from a distance, Killer Bee Nation. These guys are aggressive as hell.
Do you want to
Look
do
at this.
some?
Look at this one stinging. This one. Look right here. Watch.
Wow,
Look at
right
this.
out of the gate.
Look at that. That is, it stung my glove. Now the stinger can't go through, so I'm not going to feel it. But you can see how they're going to start attacking. It looks like they're attacking her, but they're not. Oh, there she just disemboweled herself. And that stinger will pump venom for up to 5 minutes into that glove or your skin if they happens to get that far. Now this, we're saturated in venom. Our suits are saturated in venom because they drip venom on us. This is a really aggressive hive. If we were to take our time with this and we were in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah, this would be a problem.
this would be a problem.
They're nasty.
We're not going to do that. We're going to put a kibosh on it right now because we're in a neighborhood. But I want Lois come. Let everybody come and see all these guard bees. So they are thoroughly agitated. This would be a class 5 if we were going to allow it. All right. They don't like any disturbance. And where the guy was working that got stung was about 20 feet down from where we came in. So this is super aggressive, super large, and super old. So all right, then like I was saying, look at them pouring out of here. Super aggressive. So we're gonna put a kibosh on it right now, and this is just spray adhesive to knock down guard bees and whatnot. We're gonna take a tri-dye. Now this is a residual. We're gonna try to find the hole where they're coming out of. That's one thing oh, there we go. I'm in it. So this is a residual pyrethrin. This is a dichlorobos actually. And it is, I'm gonna make sure I'm actually getting it, yeah. So what it does is we used to use a bulb with tempo dust in it, and we really hated that because it gets everywhere and it's in the air. This is a directed aerosol that dries as a powder. Awesome shit. They've really come up with some good stuff lately. So yeah, we let enough of these out, that's for sure. And I'm putting the whole thing in here. I'm doing all of it because it's such an aggressive hive. Now we are we're looking for other entrances also, like tops of other places here. But all it takes is one hole like this, or even a hell of a lot smaller. And a whole hive can live in there. There's 100,000 bees in here. It's just horrifying, actually. Now Hosh is cutting up. These are new van strips. We're just bringing out all the guns is what we're doing. Now I hope this is small enough to get in there. And fall down in the hole.
Yeah, what do you think?
No, I don't want to take my glove off to
I
try
understand.
to shove it down in there
You want
more.
a screwdriver?
I think I might have to get, yeah, a screwdriver and a flashlight so we
Okay.
can see if we can, if we need to poke a hole through propolis.
Yeah.
So when bees, oh, it looks like we're going to have trouble here too. Behind here. There, I don't see, do you see any coming out of here?
I
I
don't
really
see
don't.
any, but it looks like
It looks like a hole, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
suspect. Yeah,
So
we'll
this
fill
is
that.
3 years ago that this was clogged, that I sealed this up. They're just were stinging that glove also. So yeah, the flashlight and a screwdriver so we can see if we got a, like I said, poke a hole in the propolis. Propolis is basically the liquid nails of the beehive. All right, there are 4 things that they collect when they go out in the field. It's not just pollen and honey like everybody thinks. They also collect tree sap, usually in February, but this year, because it's been so warm, they were collecting it all year. Yeah, tree sap from certain evergreens. They like the cemetery trees, and you know the tall, skinny ones. We call them that because they're around all the cemeteries. And they bring that back and turn it into propolis, which is the glue that holds the hive together. I think I just saw one coming out of there. Then again, it could have been, see, all of these look the same to us and them.
trying to get back in there.
And so they're landmark oriented. Okay, we got, oh good, flashlight. Let me hit that flashlight quick, thank you. All right, Killer Bee Nation. Oh, look, you can see the hole right in there. You see that down in there?
Mm-hmm.
So we should be able to stuff these down in there without too much trouble, he said with confidence. I hope with the flashlight. They weren't so aggressive I'd take my glove off, but that ain't gonna happen. Maybe, yeah, you see if you can stuff that in there? Here's a flashlight if you need to. It could be too blocked up with comb.
Right.
And so in that case, we'll just rely on the defoam. So the propolis is, oh yeah, if you can dig out a bigger hole, that would be awesome. The propolis, they turn into the liquid nails, caulk, glue that holds the hive together, but also they use it to reduce the size of the entrance to the hive.
Boy, it's really, I'm not sure when we'll be able to get one in.
Well, if not, we'll use the defoam because that'll penetrate all of the areas.
I think you got to go with the defoam.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, so we're going to save those then.
It's odd angles. Odd angels.
Odd Angels. Another a good name for a gospel group, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Odd Angels.
They're Presbyterian.
Yeah. Unsuspecting.
Mm-hmm.
Unwilling.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if we can get some of this in here. And so these I've seen, and you can see, I mean, I've seen these block walls with 10 feet and even more than 10 feet completely full of comb. And I didn't see that until they tore the wall down because they had to expand the yard or whatever happened. But normally these walls do not ever get torn down. They are that, I mean, you know, these were made, this one was made by ancient Egyptians, so it's just never. Did we need to put this foam in there first or no?
Yeah. Well, nothing's coming out.
Oh, okay,
So
well
I
that's
just
a
wanted
good
to
sign, all right.
Close it.
You know, if there's, like I always say, if there's no smoke, there's no fire. But man, well, now hopefully I can get right down in there.
Huh.
There we go, I hit it. I got the entrance.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So this expands in there and coats everything and leaves the residual on it. So all we're gonna have to deal with then are these bees that are farting around out here, along with any bees coming back from the field. If you can find that hole to stick that thing all the way down in there, that would be the best. So yeah, Jenny and Jace, you're right. Super aggressive hive. Very, very bad. Now it was 3 years ago that we were here, and there was, you know, no activity from my understanding for quite a while. I mean, up until recently, but you know, it's one of those deals. Why would you ever come back here? How they really noticed them is they go back into the area back here to the swimming pool or something, which is 50, 75 feet away, and the bees would come over and attack them. Yeah, that far away. They've been attacking weed whackers from 100 yards away, routinely here. Now, we always get comments also about how, especially with balls of bees, with swarms of bees, that they're not aggressive. Unfortunately, swarms, whether in the air or balled up, are being extremely aggressive now, as in it killed my buddy Dan, a ball of bees hanging in a tree. We had an incident last year in Bisbee on a Sunday morning where the Bisbee Fire Department called me up and said, we're on the route to a stinging incident, can you meet us? Well, this happens all the time with us, with fire departments, first responders, etc., sheriff, police, etc., Homeland Security even. So I said, sure, what's the contact, what's the address, you know, and how many people? 4 people attacked out in front of the Bisbee Grand Bar and Hotel in Bisbee on Main Street. Holy shit. Went down there, turned out it was a swarm that flew by and attacked 4 people unprovoked. So everything is out the window as far as what we used to understand. You really did find the hole, didn't you?
Yeah, it took the whole thing.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Oh my goodness, because we will grab another one and kind of do some more, you know, touch up on all these other holes too.
Yeah, it's empty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's get another one and we'll just kind of
Okay.
put the icing on the cake, you know,
Okay.
on the rest of this cake.
Yeah.
So yeah, swarms are aggressive now. You find another way out of there, or we need to go?
Yeah. No,
I can back out.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need to go that way, I think.
Beep, beep,
Oh,
beep,
she's part of the
beep.
Monback brothers. Monback. Monback. Clap.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. So super aggressive hive. They're aggressive. Like I was saying before we started on this, we never know what to expect. That hive could have easily killed. We killed someone walking by here. We've seen them come out of a crack like that at 1,000 per second. We couldn't let that happen here. We're in a neighborhood. We got the dog in, thank God. I guess let's get another expanding foam, and yeah, we'll just put more of a kibosh on these things. These old, this block wall's been here forever. The mortar's falling out. They're always a pain in the ass, but you know that's what we do. They would have killed someone walking by here. It's really amazing how aggressive they are, and so these guys did not disappoint on that level. When we first were looking at them, well, I saw 1 or 2 bees. We had to stare at it for a few minutes to see where they were going in, because it wasn't a super active until we walked back there. And they all came out and went, ha, who's here to visit? And came out and started attacking. So, yeah, this is really good to get rid of this for the whole neighborhood, of course. Also, most people don't realize that this hive in and of itself is, yes, a horrible threat, but that's the beginning of it. Because this one hive is going to put out up to 30 new hives every single year. 30 new hives. These Africanized honeybees, which are a crossbreed, are so prolific and they're so much better at what they do. People ask me, well, but don't they pollinate? Yeah, they do. That's part of the problem. So think of it this way. You know those Asian carp that are in the Mississippi now? The ones that will jump up and in your boat? They're invasive. They're horrible. They're wiping out native fish. So it'd be like people asking, well, but aren't the carp good because they eat? Because they eat fish in the water? You know, it's like people, so that's the same thing, people saying, but don't these bees pollinate? Yes, they do, and that's the problem. They're an invasive species, so it's like those Asian carp, which are horribly invasive. They're wiping out native fish in the Mississippi and the tributaries. They're wiping out those fish because they eat the fish. All right, that's the same thing with these bees. They compete with native pollinators. An invasive species has never benefited the native environment they've invaded. Slow that down and listen carefully. An invasive species has... Okay, I'll let you do that on your own time. Anyway, so yes, they do pollinate. They do it better. They make more honey. They're horrible for a native environment. Now, Africanized honeybees literally do not belong anywhere. They're man-made. European honeybees belong in Europe. African honeybees, which are a component of these, along with the European, belong in Africa. Get it? Western Hemisphere, no stinging honeybees until colonists brought them over. Keeping honeybees in your backyard is an ultimate form of colonization.
Hey, Reed, I found another door.
No, boy, of course you did. Let's go back and see what Hosh has here. Oh, a ways down.
Yep.
Watch out for all this stuff. Watch out for the frosting, Lois.
The frosting.
They're coming out of here.
Oh, shit.
Do we want to dump poison in there?
Oh man, we should actually, because that didn't reach it by far.
What do you want to get?
Just get the tri-dye, please.
Okay.
Let me get back out of here.
So this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying about
Hold on one second.
further down the line. Uh-oh. Lois has to get her glove back on.
Well, yeah, because my other thin one has a hole in the thumb, so.
The what?
My thin layer, the latex, has a hole in the thumb,
Oh,
so
gosh.
I just had to
We
put
need
these.
to get you a fresh one.
I know, but for now I just
So
had to
there's
put this
definitely
big
a hole
glue
here.
back on.
And Hosh did see something come out, so that we can't risk it.
I saw a few of them come out.
Okay, yep. So there's another hole here. We're going to actually go down the line and look at all of them, I think.
Yeah, there's another one. They're
Look,
actually.
there's another one here.
Yeah.
Another
Are
hole
they
here.
coming out there?
Not yet, but we aren't going to risk it. Wow, Killer Bee Nation. This is the problem with these old walls, but you know, we just have to go on down. I walked all the way down and put expanding foam, all the way down the line. Actually, we went about 20 feet on the other side also. That should do it. Let me go ahead and give me that tri-dye. I'm going to hit this one too. There's the expanding foam. So this is like a labyrinth, literally a huge, huge labyrinth. There we go, that's good. Yeah, they're being aggressive over here now too. You want to hand me that, Lois? There we go, Killer Bee Nation. Let me show you what's going on.
Oh, look
here.
at this.
What do we got?
Look.
Hold on. Oh, look at them pouring out of there.
Amazing. No, that's from the tri-dye. They're coming out from the tri-dye.
Yep, so when they're
But I'll
pouring
hit 'em
out of
there,
there,
too.
they're not pouring out in
Look how
attack
small
mode.
that hole is.
They're attacking. They're pouring out. Look at that. One bee can fit through that
Look at
damn
that.
thing. Look at that. One bee can fit through that hole.
Yeah.
Here.
No.
Yeah.
There we go.
One bee can fit through that hole.
Wow, I can't believe they can. Man, that.
Can you get that
Yeah.
straw in there? Good. So when they were pouring out like that, because we just treated this, they were coming out and get the hell out of here mode, not attack mode, because of they were trying to get away from the pesticide. If you can get that straw in there. So that just points up the fact that this whole damn wall is probably full. Because these are 3-hole block, right? There are 3 holes in these blocks, and it's just literally a labyrinth.
Wow. It's so tight.
See if you can force that in there, as much as possible, of course.
That's it. That's all I got.
Well,
Such
then
a
that's what it
small
is.
hole.
I mean, as long as the door is closed, and that residual tri-dye, that's a new tool in our treasure chest. So
Right.
that's a good thing. All right.
Well,
And now, I mean, yeah, it looks all messy, and after we're done, people can just take a putty knife and pry it off, of course. But oh, have you got that expanding foam, Hosh?
yeah.
I didn't see any beads coming out of here, but I do want to get that.
Do you want to hit this too?
Yeah, might as well. We're here. They was home. Mean hive, guys, and huge, huge. There, yeah. Look at the size of that one, huh?
Oh wow.
Yep. So anything that smells good, I mean, this block all smells spectacular, like comb, and they can smell it through the block actually. So they will be. What we're trying to do is prevent future infestations, and of course we guarantee it for 2 years, not 2.5 or 3 or 10 or whatever. So that does give people a chance to bring out the putty knife after the expanding foam is dried and square everything off, but also to add more if need be in that time. Now these walls settle and the mortar cracks and falls out. It's just life, especially here in the desert. The high desert's very, very harsh. The sun is really hard. We're at about 4,500 feet here, and it's really harsh. So at this point, I think it's looking pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder what these flowers are. Oh my God, they smell good.
Yeah, they do.
Holy shit. Lois, have you smelled these?
No.
Oh my God, they smell good. My God, look at these beautiful things. Look at that. Show everybody what those are. I don't even know what they are. They come from a vine. Take a smell of that. They're really incredible.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that
It's
amazing?
almost like
What do you-
vanilla-y or something.
I mean, it reminds me of something.
Reminds me of wisteria.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not. No, it's not
Hysterical.
wisteria. No, I know what those
Come
look
on
like.
now.
Yeah.
No, I know
Come
wisteria.
on now.
No, I know hysterical. Hysterical.
Yeah. They're almost like vanilla like.
Yeah, it does. It's what it does. Smells like vanilla.
Can I smell?
Oh, absolutely.
I guess it could be. I wonder if there is a native
Oh, wow.
vanilla.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
That's one fun thing about the high desert and springtime, everybody, is all the different smells and flowers. And God, we love it. All right, so let's walk out. I think that's pretty well a wrap on it, guys. Aggressive hive, not so nice. Well, we did it. We did it. We love you guys. Killer Bee Nation, go to killerbeeguy.com and get some honey. The Queen memberships are almost all out. They'll go out the rest of them today or tomorrow. And love you guys. Host, do you have anything to say about these damned walls?
These damned walls.
My favorite novella.
These damned walls. If they could talk,
Oh,
they
God.
would tell you this. There are killer bees within us, and they vex us sore. Killer bees, 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the state of Arizona are Africanized, and it's been that way since 1998. The situation is irreversible. We're never going to win this war. We just win one battle at a time to mitigate these bees' threat to people, pets, livestock, and manage their population a little bit so that our native pollinators have a fighting chance. Our native bees, 1,200 species of native bees just in this bioregion here. 4,000 species of native bees in North America, and none of them are stinging honeybees. Never mind backyard beekeeping, never mind feral honeybee hives. If you see a honeybee coming and going out of a hollow wall like this, call an exterminator. Never relocate a feral honeybee hive. Always exterminate a feral honeybee hive. We'll see you guys on the next job. Let's save America's native bees.
Save the bees! The native ones.
Save the native bees.
The